Ho, ho, ho! At the time I'm recording this, it's a couple of weeks after Christmas. Our Christmas sales are booming. We literally have more Christmas sales this week and last week than we had the 2 weeks before Christmas. Obviously, a lot of people stop ordering close to Christmas because it doesn't always arrive for Christmas. But what is stunning is the consistency of how Christmas items sell so well after Christmas, almost overall as well as they did the few weeks before Christmas. I want to tell you why that happens, and you need to change the way you think about Christmas and other holidays whenever it comes to selling. We just started a new year, and that means I've got 27 years of experience selling on eBay, fairly heavily selling. I've been selling almost full-time from the beginning. I've written books on eBay. I've spoken all across the country on eBay. Multiple selling accounts, tens of thousands of sales. I don't say all that to brag. Why would you listen to someone that didn't have experience at this? Why would you listen to someone with only a year or 2 or 5 years of experience? Well, that's because some people with 5 years of experience have some good things to teach. I understand that. They don't have as many as someone with 27 years. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, in 27 years, I have seen this year after year. After Christmas sales are often as good as pre-Christmas sales in many ways. Overall, the month after Christmas, probably you don't sell as many items as you did the month before leading up to Christmas, but you sure sell a heck of a lot. There are several reasons for this, and that implies you need to do some things that I'm going to talk about in this short video. Number one, you need to keep listing items after Christmas. The reason items sell after Christmas is because people break bulbs whenever they're decorating for Christmas. They see holes in their decorations. They go, I need another elf right here in order for this to be balanced. They don't have complete sets, but they want to complete their sets. They've got Christmas family time dinners that they want to replace broken and chipped pieces of glassware that they bring out for Christmas. All of that. There are reasons why people see a lot of need for Christmas items right at Christmas, and so they order them because, God willing, and the creeks don't rise, there's going to be Christmas next year as well. They want to be better prepared, or as they're putting away items and some break, some chip, they want to replace those. Don't ever take any listing down. If you've got Christmas items that you put up before Christmas, by all means, don't take them down right now. When should you remove Christmas items from your inventory for sell inventory? The answer is never, ever. Never remove items. Christmas items sell year-round. They really sell well before Christmas. They really sell well after, as I've been telling you, but they sell all year. If I run across a Kurt Adler Christmas ornament or a set of Christmas ornaments from Kurt Adler or someone like that in March, and I can profit on them, I'll get them and I'll list them as soon as I can because those sell for good money all year round, not just for Christmas. So you might think, well, okay, but if it's the middle of summer, I probably don't want to list a Christmas item then. Because even though what's his name here says I should list Christmas year round, listing in the middle of hot summer doesn't seem like the best use of my time. I should be listing swimming suits at this time of year. Well, actually, you should have been listing swimming suits before summer started. But you're right. In July, why would you list Christmas items in July? It's because there is a lot of Christmas items sold specifically in the month of July. Can you believe it? Christmas in July sales are legion. Retail stores have them. Online stores have them. Christmas in July is a fairly large deal that seems to be growing in popularity. Every July, I put all my Christmas items on sale and call it a Christmas in July sale on eBay. You should do the same. So even when it's the dead of summer, 110-degree heat in the Arizona desert, you do want to list your Christmas items. They will sell. They will sell in August. They will sell in September. The only month that Christmas items will not sell is the month that you don't have any listed. Speaking of sales, this is the last big tip. The closer you get to Christmas or any other holiday, you may have Easter items, Valentine's Day items, St. Patrick items, like those chocolate coins that are so popular on St. Patty's Day. As you get closer to a holiday you've got items to sell for, consider putting those items on sale, assuming you have a store and you can put items on sale. Most of you, almost everyone listening here, should have a store, the $20-something a month store level. You should have that so that you can run promotions such as coupons and ads. And I would say 3 weeks before Christmas, 3 weeks before Valentine's Day, you want to run a Christmas sale or you want to run a Valentine's sale because people are less likely to order for very much longer because the items won't arrive in time. So you want to get your items in front of people for that season. And even though they'll buy them year round, obviously close to a holiday, they're going to need and want things more than any other time. So you want to put your items on sale. Use coupon codes. I really like the coupon code on eBay. That's where they have to enter CHRIST21, which might be your 21% off all Christmas items coupon. If you have a store, like the $20 something store, don't get the very first store that's like $5 a month or something. That's worthless. Get the $20-something a month store. and you can run ads, and it'll pay for itself easily. Plus, you get $25 in mailing supply credits every quarter. But if you run a coded coupon where they have to enter a certain code in order to get 21% off all Christmas items or whatever, eBay will always promote items that have a sale associated with them, a coupon sale or a markdown sale, a 3-for-2 sale, or whatever you want to do. There are all sorts of ways to sell items on eBay once you have that store, all sorts of ways to run sales. I love the coupon code because eBay will bump you up in the search if you have items for sale. eBay likes that. eBay likes to promote your sale. There'll be usually a little red badge whenever you've got items for sale that show up. Anytime that your for sale items show up in a search engine, eBay will often tell people looking at those search results, you're running a sale. It gets buyers' eyes as they look through search results. And they'll say, oh, we enter CHRIST21 at checkout, and we're going to get 21% off this item. And that's what many of them don't do. They forget to enter the code, and they just don't think about it. This is the pretty neat thing about coded coupons on eBay. If you run a markdown sale, they get the sale if they just buy the item. But if you run a coded coupon, they only get the discount if they enter that code you've set up. A lot of people forget. Some people will say, oh, I forgot. And they'll tell you, I want to cancel this sale. Well, you can do a couple of things. You can just refund them the difference because it would have cost them less anyway. Or you can cancel the sale and let them rebuy. But that to me seems risky that they won't actually go back and rebuy. I would just refund them the difference if they say anything. I don't ever hear from people that spaced out entering a coupon code. So let's say you have 21% off all Christmas items 3 weeks before Christmas. That's when you run the sale for the following 3 weeks, maybe a week after, in order to really grab these people that want to buy things after Christmas and take away sales from your competitors. And if you've got a 21% off sale, you're going to find if you make 100 sales in those 3 weeks, about 20 of them will have forgotten to enter the coupon. They're just going to pay full price. They won't even think about it again. No big deal. And you are not obligated to tell them about it or anything. If they bring it up, go ahead and refund them that amount. But if they don't bring it up, you're not obligated. It's a enter this code and you get this price break. If they don't enter the code, it's not your problem to hunt them down and make them enter the code. So those coded coupon codes are nice since they get the same extra exposure as other sale runs do. But about 20% of the time, the buyer won't even use the discount. So what do you do when you get a hand-carved nativity scene in August? You list it. What do you do when you get a hand-carved nativity scene in January? You list it. Seasons and holidays do affect sales, but they should not affect when you list items. So now that it's a couple of weeks after Christmas, if you find some Christmas items at the next thrift store you go to are worth buying, don't just buy them, list them as soon as you get home. That way they might sell in the month of January. Bottom line, seasonal and holiday items sell year-round. Take advantage of that.